Hi, folks. A lot has happened since the last time that I talked to you. I found that I can get cheaper internet with Bright House, my internet provider, by actually giving myself a landline phone. So I saved two landline phones that I had from the 1990s, and both of these I used to talk to Brent on the phone. This one I'm keeping for sentimental reasons. This phone is broken. I have recharged it now for more than 24 hours and it's just shot. It's not doing anything. It has no power, even though I've charged it up. But this is the phone that I used to pick up at, and I used to talk to Brent and I could hear the noises. And I remember I used to switch I could hear it. But in here where I live, if I dial my own number, I don't get a blank. So it doesn't, I get a busy signal, so it doesn't work here. But when I lived in Texas, I could dial my own number and I'd get a blank and I could hear Brent's noises on the other end. But then I'm speaking to Brent on Skype now, so I don't need to use that method. Skype is a much more effective method of communication than hearing noises on the phone. But this is the phone I used. I'm going to keep it for sentimental reasons. This phone here, is also one that I use. It's partially working. And what was really strange is the day after I had this phone, started, the phone service started for this, the cord to my phone was disconnected. And I know I didn't do it, so either Jesus or Zach Knight was in my apartment. And the answering machine doesn't work on this phone, even though it's an answering machine phone, because for some odd reason, the software is messed up on this, but I do have this old-fashioned answering machine, and it's working. Turn it off for now. It's an old-fashioned one, see? But I got this one working. I also have a cell phone, which is my primary phone, actually. And so I've connected this answering machine to this phone, and I'm able to get this phone to work, sort of. The only problem is when you dial out, like to certain places, you can't go through the choices on a menu. The touch tone doesn't work. I have to put this on Pulse, which is really weird. I called the phone company. They said, that is strange. We didn't even know there were any Pulse phones left. Personal opinion, I think maybe Jesus did this to mess up Zach, because apparently Zach wanted to do something to these and try to sabotage me somehow, because there was obviously a scuffle because, like I said, somebody pulled. Anyways, let me pull the extension from the phone connector. Where is it? The phone cord, and replug it. I just wanted to test my cordless just to make sure it really is out, and it is out. The cordless is not working. So let's go ahead and reconnect the answering machine and get this one working. Just put it right back in there. See, there it is. Oh, oops. I reconnected it, so I'm going to put you back here. I'm getting ready. I studied several of my patterns. Actually, this shirt that I'm wearing is one that I sewed around about 5 or 6 years ago. And I'd like to wear it today because I had the windows open and the material's kind of sheer, so it's cool. Like I said, I gained about maybe 15 to 18 pounds, and so therefore I'm having trouble with a lot of my clothes. I've gone from about a size 8 to a size 12, and about a quarter of the clothes in my closet are designed for size 8, especially in the waistline. So what I'm wearing right now is pretty much I've sewed. This top I sewed, and I did the waistline here. The pants I didn't sew, but anyway, so I'm getting ready to start sewing. But just out of curiosity, Jesus told me he doesn't even want me to buy thread. He said, Gail, I only want you to spend money on food and bills. He said, I don't want you to get caught up in materialism, Gail. So I thought, wow, buying thread's materialism. But, Jesus is just, I basically, about 5 or 6 years ago when I was working at Walmart, I bought some patterns. This is the one I'm going to be working on right now. And not because I was trying to save money, but because I wanted to be fashionable, because I have this knowledge of color and lines and design, and because I study fashion on the side. It's like my hobby. I combined the concepts from Carol Jackson's Color Me Beautiful with David Kibbe's Metamorphoses, and I designed my own clothes. So Jesus said, Gail, not even thread. So I thought, oh, wow, how do I do this? And then I thought of something. I just thought of something genius. I figured out I can make 5 outfits that will look nice on me. I'm going to turn on the AC. I actually closed some windows around here. Hold on. I can about 5 outfits that'll look nice on me. I can make 3 pairs of pants and 2 blouses. But I was wondering, since I can't even buy thread if I need it, how do I manage? Well, I looked through my thread and I thought, I don't have to have an exact match with the thread. So I could probably use gray thread with that material, which you can see, which I'm getting ready to iron out on the ironing board. And I can probably use, and plus when I went to my mother's the other day, she gave me some turquoise thread that will match that outfit there. So I was just amazed. I thought, you know what? I don't need to spend a cent, and I can make me 5 really nice outfits. I can make 3 pairs of pants. 2 of them are going to have pockets, pleats, belt loops, and a zipper. And the pants, actually, let me see, what did I do with my pattern here? I said, because I've gained a little bit of weight, I have to make some modifications to my wardrobe. So my goal is over the next year that I'm going to do some sewing to, if I can alter the clothes, I will. Unfortunately, because I've gotten bigger, it's kind of hard to alter because you need to add more material. But I've got everything I need. It's like this whole thing was planned in advance. I'm just amazed. You might think, oh, how cruel of Jesus. He says you can't even buy thread, but apparently Jesus knew I didn't need to buy thread. Because when I looked at what I had in the sewing, that's my sewing box over there. In fact, I might even bring it over here and show you my sewing box. You say, why in the world are you getting into sewing? Well, I'm missionary trained. And one of the things I graduated kind of like with a degree in missions from the Christian university I went to. I have 2 bachelor's degrees, one from Florida State and the other one from Baptist University of America. And when I was at Baptist University of America, I trained for the mission field. And I thought Jesus forgot all about that, but no, he didn't, because all that missionary training that I got is going to come in handy right now. For one thing, like they recommended missionary candidates learn how to play an instrument, so I know a little bit of piano. They also recommended that you know how to sew. They said, missionary wives, sewing can be a lifesaver on the mission field. Well, I'm kind of like on the mission field now because I'm getting about as much money as some missionaries get, And when missionaries come back from their field of service and they're on furlough and they're trying to get more support, they got to look nice while they're at the churches, And how do they do it on their limited income? Well, sewing is what, so in my 20s, these are special sewing scissors. I only use them to cut fabric or you'll ruin them. I used to have Gingers, which are really top-notch sewing scissors, but I lost those when I couldn't afford to move my stuff from Seattle. Let me tell you, I'm so thrilled. I thought maybe I'm missing something, so I can't make the pants. I thought maybe I don't have the clasps. So I looked around and I found these. I've got hooks and eyes for at least several pairs of pants. And I'll need that. I thought, do I have the zippers? Well, a couple years ago, I bought the zippers. So I'm going to be making a pair of pants that are going to be blue, and I already have the zipper. And I'm thinking, wow, it's like this whole thing was planned in advance. And I'm one of my fabrics. Okay, look at this beautiful fabric. One of the pair of pants is going to be this color. It's a winter color here. It's going to be wine red. And I even bought the wine red zipper. I thought, wow. And Jesus, there it is. There's the zipper, all ready to go. And then I've got the hooks and eyes, so I can clip it up at the top of the waistband. And I thought, what about interfacing? Maybe I don't have that. Well, I found out I even have interfacing. So I don't need to buy that. That's for the waistband. I'm all set. You say, well, what are those pants going to look like? I actually made a pair. I'll show them to you. But I actually made a pair. Let me see here. Oh, here they are. I'm going to take them off of the, these were, this took me a long time to make because I'm not the best seamstress in the world. It took me a whole month. Of course, that's when I was working a full-time job. So here's the, there's the zipper. It's kind of hard to see with this camera because it's not the best camera. You can see it's got pleats, pockets, and it looks better on me than it does here. But this fits me perfect right now. And these are a beautiful pair of pants. They hold up really well in the wash. It comes from this pattern right here, and it's this one right here. I don't think I'm going to go with capris because I want to use all my material. So let's go for the whole length. I'll just do the same thing, and that's these pair of pants right here. And so I've got everything. And look at them. This is what this pair of pants with this material. Oh, it's going to be gorgeous. Look at that color on me, the winter wine red. And then I've got this right here. Another pair of pants in this color. See, that's the winter green. Looks good on me. And I even have the zipper. I thought, wow, I'm all set. I'm pretty sure I saw a green zipper in here somewhere. I know I had wine. Here's blue. Blue. Don't tell me I don't have the green zipper. I can't use a blue zipper on this, Lord. I must have had a green zipper because I went to the trouble to buy this for these pants. So, oh, I probably do. Aha! Green zipper. I'm all set. So, and then blue, I don't know what I got that blue for. I guess I can save it in case I need it for later. And then I'm going to make another pair of pants with, okay, with this fabric. Where did it go? Oh, these are the blue pair of pants I already made. I don't know why I have, it looks like I got an extra, aha! This fabric, and this doesn't need a zipper because these are going to be capris with elastic. And I thought, oh no, Lord, I don't have elastic. And then I thought of something genius. The pants that I made that are too small for me, just take the elastic out of them and use them in these. And that solves that problem. And then if they're not long enough, what I can do is take some of the elastic out of here and I can add them on. Just sew them on, you know, add some extra length. So I'm all set. And as far as the shirts, this is a pretty easy, this is going to be for a shirt. This is a pretty easy sewing job. Oh, as far as the dentist, so all I need is the material and thread. And I've got gray and blue and stuff, and that would probably work with this. And the parts where the thread shows, I'll use my turquoise, which I don't have much of, but enough to, you know. And then the other fabric I'm going to use is right over there. That's for the other shirt. And as far as seeing the dentist, I found out that the dentist got murdered. Jesus talked to me, says, Gail, don't go to the dentist. Your dentist was murdered and replaced with his evil clone, and they showed you fake x-rays, not of your teeth. It says you do not have a cavity. Your teeth are fine. So I canceled my dental appointment, and I'm not getting the implant.